What's up, everybody? Today I have Jack. A lot of you guys know Jack for being the cameraman to our amazing videos, but today Jack is going to be speaking. Speak, Jack.
What's up?
And today we are starting a new series called Life, Legos, and Limes. Bowser, take it away. I'm glad we both.
Yeah, I'm glad he had a lot to say there too. Yeah, so this is a new series. We kind of just thought about this. You're about to go on your European tour for a little bit here, so you're going to be away from us.
Yeah, quite a lot.
And so we wanted to just kind of give everybody a season update, life update.
Yeah.
You know what you're going through, and Legos is something that you love.
Sure is.
And to honor that. And the fresh release of the new Unseen Journey episode in New York coming out. We got the New York Lego set, so let's see what we got.
Yeah, apparently we're going with the archetype category. You know, we got, I think we got the Empire State Building on here. We got the Statue of Liberty, and a lot of other buildings that I actually...
The World Trade Center?
Yeah. Wait, did they make another World Trade Center?
Mm-hmm. I think it's called...
You're right.
Is it called the Freedom Tower now? Or is
It says One World Trade Center.
Yeah. Used to be two.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know that.
All right, anyways.
We started out our might cut out that. Moving on, let's get into this.
So while he starts building this set, I'm just going to be basically asking him some questions. So, damn, we got to get those bags open first. All right, so now that we have all the Legos open, it seems like you got a birthday coming up pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow.
I'm getting old.
Big 26.
26.
Finally coming off mom's insurance.
Yep. I've been off my mom's insurance for a while.
Okay,
technically
props.
My dad's.
Props. But yeah, what are you doing to celebrate?
Well, usually, as you know, I throw big parties, and they're pretty extravagant.
Okay.
Wild late nights, early mornings, brunches, yachts, all that stuff. But since World Championships is so close to my birthday every year, I usually have it like in August and like in September or something like that. But World Championships is in August, so I can't really move it back further. So I'm just gonna have a fun dinner with family, friends. My girlfriend's making oxtail.
Oxtail?
Yeah.
Dang.
I got people making sweet potato casserole, with some of my favorite dishes, and we're gonna I think we bought a karaoke machine.
Oh yeah.
I love doing karaoke.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna play some spades, go play some Uno. Just get competitive and have fun.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about thoughts on the new Unseen Journey episode, the Unseen Journey Season 2, New York, Episode 1. A year ago, our team flew out and recorded you winning at the New York Grand Prix in 2022. We put together the first Unseen Journey. Originally started out as a vlog, day in the life.
Yeah.
And then it has evolved into this behind-the-scenes series, and even more so than that, evolved now into having a narrative. So what I want to touch on is this rivalry between you and Asama Singha that was highlighted. Do you see these rivalries as a necessary part of drawing more attention to the sport rather than personal disputes? Like you don't really have any. What?
You consider that a rivalry? Is there money on the line?
No. So another clip I wanted to reference, though, was the one that pops up on my TikTok feed all the time. You know it. Everybody knows it. The 2022 Outdoor Championships.
Oh, yeah.
Of the clip where you point at Erriyon Knighton.
Yeah.
So I read up on a World Athletics article about it earlier, and I guess Knighton was upset by the gesture at first. Yeah, exactly.
You got pointed at on that. You got walked down on national TV. I mean, I'd be pretty pissed too.
Yeah. But from the perspective that you did it, is it because you're trying to start a dispute, or is it because you're trying to be a showman and just show more people, get more people excited about the sport?
You know what it was? It was a spur of the moment.
Yeah.
It was completely spur of the moment. I mean, it's very Noah-like. It's definitely something that I would do. but it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
I mean, the plan was to win.
Yeah.
But, I get into these moments where it's like, oh, I'm running the race and I'm like going and I know I'm going to win. Like I knew I was going to catch him, and I knew in this very small second, I had literally all this thinking in my head. Ooh, I'm going to catch him. Ooh, this is going to be really close. Ooh, this is going to be a photo finish. What if I did something at the end to show that I knew I was going to win?
Yeah.
But how would people know I was going to win? If I point, they knew I would win.
Yeah.
And then I point, and then I win. And there's a very strong chance that I wouldn't have won. But I was waiting. I was ready to take the risk.
Yeah.
And that's why I originally did the point. And I get you could just chalk that up to my personality.
Yeah.
Some people could just call it being boastful. Some people could call it being showman.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that photo will probably outlast me.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I can be dead, and people can be showing that photo, and they'll be like, who is that guy? I don't know, but this was a crazy moment.
Yeah, it was.
And people are going to remember that moment. Like, that moment will surpass my lifetime.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think that there needs to be more moments like that in track and field?
I'm not afraid of there being more moments like that.
Yeah.
I get bored when people just don't say anything. I mean, I think that the crazier thing was that Erriyon didn't express how upset it made him.
Yeah.
Like, because I think that a lot of people would have actually gravitated towards him.
Yeah.
And being like, yo, like, I understand, like, man, he can, like, you do that. He's like, get back in him. Like, you got this. Like, people, cheering him on because they, want to see me probably lose because I did that.
Yeah.
I was more shocked that I didn't see that energy. And I'm like, that's wild, because if that happened in the NBA, people would be all over that.
Just coming out of New York, 2 years in a row now. COVID, 2-time champion. What's going on, man?
I don't know. You know what's even crazier?
What?
Is that Josephus got COVID when we went for indoor this year.
Oh, yeah?
From New York. When we went to our New York trip.
Gosh.
So, like, COVID is just rampant, apparently, in New York.
Well, I don't get it. Well, I mean, you had the walk-in was huge this year.
Oh,
so you had people all over you.
Huge.
Last year, when you finished the race, same deal, you were in the stands with all the people.
Yeah.
But I don't get it, because, like, your media team goes out. Like, we go and we walk around the city and whatnot, and you pretty much stay indoors.
I'm pretty
and keep to
isolated.
yourself. Yeah.
Like, besides the track meet, I'm very isolated.
Yeah.
Like, that whole, like, it was just me and Janelle, and maybe I did a few interviews. Like, you were there. Everything.
Last year, you had a mask on, too.
Yeah.
The whole time.
That's crazy.
Whole time.
Yeah. Except for running, but
yeah,
that's where I reduced. Well, I mean, I truly got COVID from Josephus last year.
Okay.
That's the reason. Because he had COVID before I left, and it was like he didn't find out until a day before I left. And of course, I took a test, but it came out negative. So we just like, all right, we're leaving, and that's the reason I got COVID last time.
Yeah.
But still, I'm out there. I mean, every moment that I was outside of the hotel was documented by you.
Yeah.
So. It's wild that I caught it again.
I
agree.
And I mean, how bad? I remember last year you were fairly sick. You were under the weather. How bad was it this time?
It was about the exact same.
Okay.
Chills, muscle aches, huge fatigue, sinuses. That's really what it was like having the flu.
Yeah. What's your guys' like protocol now with practice and everything? What's your protocol?
I mean, you can't show up to practice,
Yeah.
obviously, because you don't want to get anybody else sick. And then you just wait it out, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing saying that you can't run anymore, which is nice. And there's nothing stopping you from flying.
Yeah.
So it's really a go at your own risk type deal.
I understand.
But at the same time, I'm not trying to get others sick.
Yeah, that's fair.
After New York, the next day I went down to Maryland to watch my
stepbrother's
wedding
or something.
Yeah, they got like court ordered married, where they signed the papers and all that stuff. And then we tried to leave later that night, but our plane got canceled.
Yeah.
So we ended up staying in Maryland another day.
Yeah.
And then the next day we got a flight late at like 8 p.m. because all these flights in airports were canceling flights and everything. Finally get in on Tuesday night. I show up to, we show up, Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning is when we land. We landed at like 1 a.m. on Tuesday. And I wake up on Tuesday morning and I'm calling my coach like, I'm not feeling good. I don't think we should like do a lot today. And he's like, yeah. I got you. Just see, I walk into the kitchen, just see, he's like, maybe you should take a COVID test. I'm like, I'll take one. I mean, you're not wrong. I'll take one.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he's like, yeah, you got that shit. So I couldn't practice for a week.
Bro.
You know, we flew for USA's on Saturday or on Monday morning.
Okay, so a little less than a week later.
Yeah, I didn't take a test because I took a test on Sunday and that was positive.
This dude.
And I was like,
don't fly with this dude.
He's gonna
man.
double mask up.
Don't fly with this dude.
Well,
man.
the thing is, I'm the only one who got it. Like none of my family members got it. My girlfriend, who'd been like kissing me the whole week, did not get it. Like nobody else got it. It was just me.
That's wild.
I'm like, how is this possible?
All right, so you had COVID, and you went and you got third.
Yes.
You made the team.
Yes.
In Eugene.
Yep.
And it looked like your response was you went into it with the hand that you were dealt.
Yep.
You did not want to use COVID as a crutch.
I mean, I can't.
You can, right? Yeah.
I can, but at the same time, it's still the hand I was dealt.
Yeah.
You know, it's what I got to do to get through what I got to get through. Like, I knew I hadn't trained. Like, I had through 2 days before the first round. I went out there on the first day, felt like crap. Tried to do blocks, felt like crap.
Yeah.
I went on the second day, felt a little better. And my literal thing I was saying throughout everything was, people would ask how I feel, and all I could say was, I feel better than yesterday. Every day.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that was like keeping me motivated, keeping me going.
Yeah.
Like every day I could positively say, I feel better than yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is the hand I was dealt. I'm better than everybody here.
Yeah.
My average and my, not perfect is good enough to get me on this team. And, it was a weak year for the 100, and I'm going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because I know when I get to Worlds, I'm going to be ready.
Yeah. So, I mean, my perspective being, your videographer, last year you, to me, were definitely a 200-meter runner.
Yeah.
This year, especially making the team, you are not just a 200-meter runner. You'd agree with that?
I have always been a doubler, but now people accept me being a doubler because I made the team in the 100.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've run and won many hundreds.
Because people are extremely critical. They're way more critical of you in the 100 or the 60 than they are in the 200.
Yeah, nobody wants to get beat by the 200 guy in the event that is their best.
Yeah.
And that fuels me. That fuels me to want to continue to beat people. But I've always been a 100-meter guy. I mean, I have made world junior teams. I've been in the top 10 probably at least 5 years, for 5 years in the 100 as well as in the 200. Or at least, I know at least 3 of those years. I've been in the top 10. But every year I've been in the top 20. Yeah. If not the top 15.
That's wild.
And yeah, you see me, I've taken the sacrifice of not doing the double, but anytime I show up to 100, I'm in the Diamond League, I'm either winning or getting second. Stop downplaying me just because I'm not
doing
sweet. The double.
It's so sweet. How about with, the music that you've been working on in the past? I know you love getting asked about your music. People love, interviewers love to ask you about anime and music because it was League of Legends.
Because it was one of my projects. It was like how the walk-ins are now is how music was back then. Yeah. It was the thing that set me apart. And the hardest thing for me to say is I have so much music and I want to share it and I just can't. Like copyright issues. Help in finding producers, help in making sure that I'm getting the right beats, beat scammers, like
Yeah.
not getting callbacks. Like
Yeah.
I even was a part of I had a music manager for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you that she made my life so much easier and made me so excited to be doing what I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
I was so devastated when I found out that she had cancer and she had to
man.
quit.
That's
She's doing
awful.
better now.
Yeah,
we
that's
stayed in
awful,
contact.
though.
She's doing better now.
Yeah.
But right then, that was a sign that this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing at this moment.
Yeah.
But again, I was having one of my drives and listening to my music, and I was just like, how can I just, keep music going? And I was like, what if when I did these walk-ins, I started performing like my songs?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Here you have all these fans ready and excited, and they know you and they want to see you, and then be like, oh, let me give you something extra. Perform 2 songs, then go out and get ready for the track meet. Man, people go crazy for that stuff.
Do you think that as far as, when, and, I know you still dabble in it a little bit now, you just don't have as much time, but do you think that you are unique in that space with the work that you were creating?
I'd say that I feel that with my music, I am a very good storyteller.
Okay.
And if you look at the music field right now, there's not a lot of storytellers.
Yeah.
And if they are, you're not kind of on the back end of their career. It's not saying that they don't make great music.
Yeah.
They make amazing music, and I want to hear more.
Uh-huh.
But there hasn't really been that many new storytellers.
Yeah.
And another thing is I like to, again, try to find new concepts and ways to make you hear these stories. I'm not all into just, writing it pure and simple in front of your face.
Yeah.
Like,
would you say something that I've sort of observed is like a lot of my favorite artists, some of their first or second albums are typically their best, and I think it's just because the circumstances were so different. Like usually they're on the come up, they're rapping like they got to pay their rent, and then they just run out of stuff to say.
So are we referring specifically to people who actually don't have stuff to say, or people whose their genre just changed because that's how their life is now?
It could be a little bit of both, honestly. I think that both of those aspects affect people. And people who do get rich and famous, they end up having their own problems too.
Yeah. Because I'll use my own life as an example. When I first started running track, my biggest concern was just running fast and being consistent. And as I got better, you go 2 years later, okay, now I've won my first world championship medal. Now I've been like, oh, guys, not only am I fast, but I make music. So people start getting intrigued in the music. So I have more time, and people want to hear about the music. So, I have more free time to go express myself, to show my personality, to show the socks, and people are like, oh, I know Noah for this reason, I know Noah for this reason. And then you go in like 2 years later, and now everybody knows me from mental health. It's like, oh, okay, he's the same person, but he's talking about different things.
Yeah.
Because his life is changing.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as a musician. If they start in the streets hustling every day, then you're going to hear a lot of that because that's their life. But then you start seeing that they're going into, oh, I got money now, and I'm finding my own issues. Like now my family treats me a little weird. Like where I had a cousin who I was really close with, now he keeps asking me for money for some reason. Like, I'm not a piggy bank. Stop acting like I'm a piggy bank.
Hey, you are wearing a pink shirt. Kind of look like a piggy bank.
But and then they get a little higher, and it's like, okay, shoot, now I'm just surrounded by fake people all the time. Like, yes men. Like I'm not bro. I came from the streets. Like, tell me how it's real. And stuff like that. Yeah. And their life just continuously changed, and then eventually, you're just not looking at the same person anymore because they're not, because they change and evolve. And you hope they evolve in a good way. Sometimes they don't. Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned a little bit in there time, which was something I want to talk to you about, which was managing your time.
Whew, that's hard.
Yeah. My outside observation of you as your videographer, we have bi-weekly calls with Noah, and You know,
I never
the last one you were getting a massage.
Yeah.
You sound like you were in pain.
I was in pain.
A couple times before that, you were getting interviewed by Disney.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're on a plane.
Yeah, I think one of the times
8-hour time difference,
and one of those times I was in the hospital because my mom was getting surgery and all that. Is that my phone?
Speak of the devil.
That's my phone. I'll call her later. She's better.
Yeah.
Now. She's better now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's times.
But my point is, you do all these things. You're so busy, and yet, if I reach out to you, I call you, you seemingly always pick up the phone.
I try. I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe it. I am a workaholic.
Yeah.
But I also I enjoy the projects that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the exactly how I would describe it. We have, like we were just talking about our next project. And you see the passion that I have for it and the excitement I get. So I find energy, but sometimes you have to stop and slow down. And that's something that's always been really hard for me because I have a lot of restless energy. Yeah. So even when I'm tired, I'll first try to use the energy because I have fear of missing out. Yeah. Very much so.
FOMO, yeah.
I have very strong FOMO.
Yeah.
But I have to, again, force myself and let my body rest because if I don't let it rest, then I'll never be able to actually go and achieve the goals that I actually have for myself. Do you want to do the outro since you've been asking the questions? No, you don't.
How about this? I got you. Okay. Do you want to do the outro since I've been asking the questions? That's my question.
I hate you.
That might be the outro. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Sure.
What's it called?
Life, Legos, and Lyles.
If you guys enjoy this, you want to see some more, obviously we have plenty more of the Legos build. He's not the fastest builder. But as with being the greatest, patience is key. So yeah, thanks for joining us. If you want to see more of this, then let us know and we can definitely do it again.